Coach E on the mic, it's a game for all seasons. Coach E!
What up? What it dooski, everybody? It's another episode of Coach E Game for All Seasons. It is another live one with your boy Coach E, local neighborhood high school football, basketball, track coach, strength coach, Twinsburg football program, head coach, CEO, head trainer at Perfect Time Fitness and Meal Prep, co-CEO. Did I say that too? Yeah, I did already. All right, let's move on. I do this show that I'm moving on from that opening with two assistant coaches. I got RPZ Fosheezy, and I got Mr. TaBoo Teasy Fosheezy. What up, TaBoo? Enrique?
What's happening?
Got it on, man. I'm waiting. I can't sleep, bro. Well, come on. I got it on, man. I ain't watching it till that decision come down.
Hey, do me a favor. Keep singing. Sing the song.
Without you in my life, don't want to go on. I'll do it, boy. I'll do it. It don't say.
That pain and agony of bring him back, man. That was from the soul right there, brother.
Yeah, you heard it. That's the fans, man. We want you. We want you back, man. We want you back. Come on back home. Get some good Cleveland Police boys. You know, you can't get that in Miami and all them other places. Got you eating plantains and bagones and all that stuff, man. You can't get that. You only get it here. Cleveland. This is for you. Come on, let's get it.
He's throwing out all the stops, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I do got something to say. I was at the grocery store today, right? Probably about 6, 7, something like that. This guy walks up to me as I'm walking up to the grocery store door to walk in. So what you think? Oh, black man, you know how they get.
Mm-hmm.
So what you think? You think he coming back? Shoot, we don't need him. I said,
oh God.
You sure about that? We broke into a whole 20-minute conversation, and he got to breaking down how he feels that LeBron is overrated.
Oh, my goodness.
He do too much for media attention, and he will never be as good as Jordan. I was like, so what's your substance behind this argument? Like, what do you mean? Back when Jordan came in 84, did you see what he did? I was like, he really ain't do nothing, though. He was a great athlete, great scorer, all that. Yeah, he did that. But what did he win? No, see, I'm not saying that. But he set the league on fire. And I was like, so what are we talking about? Are you just talking about setting the league on fire? Or are you talking about winning? What are we talking about? See, I knew you was a LeBron fan. Yeah, I actually am. I really think he's the best of all time. So let's talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
We right outside the door of the grocery store going back and forth. So what you gonna say about 6-0 in the finals? Huh? Well, yeah, that's a good record. Yeah, I have nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Jordan hater. I just know LeBron is a better basketball player. So you saying he could score 35 a night? I say, yeah, if he chose to, he really could. Yeah. But guess what? He chose to play all around basketball and not score 35 a night to get his other teammates better. I was like, do me a favor. Name a teammate that Jordan has made better. Yeah, I can't say Pippen because the triangle made Pippen. So I was like, so since you brought up the triangle and you said it made Pippen, how did the triangle not make Jordan? No, because he was better before the triangle. I was like, no, actually he wasn't. He was a rogue player before the triangle. Then that's when they said, hey, we got to get a system for this guy because he ain't listening to nobody. Dude, I'm telling you, we went back and
break
forth.
him down, E.
Yeah, but his whole thing. So what about Kyrie? What about him?
What about Kyrie? Why you get this conversation?
Because he was saying that Kyrie was better than Pippen, so that made LeBron lesser than Jordan. Because dude, I'm telling you.
Invite me to the party. Man,
I never met this man before today's conversation. It was just a random black guy walking out the store, and he chose to just say that to me. It was so crazy. I was like, man, you listen to the show?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I do got a question. I don't want this to break into a marriage council thing, but when that happened, where was Sharon at?
Oh, she was at the house.
Oh, she was at the house. Now she was with you. You know where I'm going with this. Yeah.
How long did
you so
she
long?
stand there?
Exactly. How long before she was like, damn it, come on. And what do you do?
She was not there at all.
Well, she is there.
I'm getting tired of people. I'm getting tired of people using the 6 rings because, like, okay, well, the Pippen got 6 rings. Phil got 6 rings. Yeah, like, what are we talking about? Like,
right.
That's a team accolade.
Yep.
One of the biggest team accolades. Because ain't nobody winning by themselves.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he was
first 7 years
playing by himself.
Yep. First 7. Ain't been shit.
And then he brought up everybody else's favorite argument, the competition. I was like, yeah, he faced arguably the greatest team ever assembled. And he came back from 3-1 against those guys that broke the Bulls record. Do you remember that? He was like, yeah, but man, they didn't come on now. But then he lost to Kevin Durant when Kevin Durant got there. I said, yeah. So that made that team even better. So they had to go get reinforcements.
The team
because he just beat them.
The best record ever.
Right. Ever.
One of the best scores ever
to
beat LeBron.
Right.
One guy.
And he led every category in them finals.
Yeah.
Every that's unheard of. Every category.
They seriously thought about giving him the MVP, even though he lost.
In a losing effort.
But look, he broke his hand in that. I mean, you could throw that in there. Is that the series where he broke his hand? Like with J.R. Smith, with Kevin Durant, when he scored 53 points. We talking about that same series in that game 1?
Was that KD? KD wasn't there then, was
he?
Yeah,
KD was there because he couldn't stop, man. They couldn't stop Brian, man. He was that dude was on another planet.
Yeah, then that was that one then. After game 1 when he came in there and punched the bull.
Yeah.
So
that don't happen. That conversation is irrelevant because they had no answer, man.
Yeah.
With KD. So
then I rebutted to him and said, we talking about competition?
Man.
And let's go back to that 6-0 record in the finals.
Come on, man.
He played to get to the finals. Old ass Isaiah, Joe Dumars, John Sally. And then he played an old ass Magic Johnson. Then he played an old ass Charles Barkley and Kevin Johnson. Then he played an old ass Clyde Drexler. Then he played an old ass John Stockton and Karl Malone. So if we're gonna talk about competition in the finals, all those people were on their way out. Literally. Like they retired either that next year or the year after that. So I don't know.
None of those dudes can hold a candlestick or a match to any of the competition Brian played. I'm sorry, because you know how I feel, and I love that era, man. But them dudes was just they wasn't it, man. They wasn't in comparison to this what we seeing now. I mean, Jordan is Ant-Man, and Ant-Man ain't even top 5 for real. Sorry. Hey, man, Ant-Man ain't top 5.
Hey.
I might have to agree. I could
yeah, come on,
Rick. I could put some other names in there.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yes. We strong today.
Please, since we brought this up, what is your top 5 then, B? If Ant-Man is not in your top 5.
Well, we had this conversation. I looked at the NBA top 5, but mine different. Of course, you know, you got Jay Tatum. I mean, I can't put Vic up there yet, Victor. I gotta put Brunson up there. Gotta put Donovan up there. You can't count out Jokic. And even though I don't like Luka is lingering, and then SGA is somewhere in there. You know what I mean? It's all these players, man. It's just they do their thing. You know?
So let me get this straight. You got Jayson Tatum in your top 5, but not Ant-Man?
Man, Tatum is not. He's not. What's the word? We abuse the word sexy. Pause. We abuse that, but he don't make it look like the struggle. But Jay Tatum, man, he go out there and play ball, man. He been all NBA a bunch of times, way more than Ant-Man. I can say that I ain't even got to look at. I ain't got to look at
in the league longer.
Hey, man, he better. He better than Ant-Man, hands down. He better. Rick, where you at with this?
I'm gonna go Joker, Shea. Not in any particular order, but I'm saying Joker, Shea, Giannis, and Luka. And the fifth spot, it's a
You gotta go Ant.
No, you don't.
Okay, why?
Why?
Because who's better than him that you about to name?
Wemby?
Not yet. He will be, but not right now at this present moment. No.
Oh, man.
I could have a stronger case for Wemby than I could have for him.
Really?
Yeah, just for all like how he takes over the game. Like
Ant hasn't taken over several games, even in the playoffs.
Why I say that is because Ant could be on. I've seen him be on the floor and not be effective.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
He'll have an off game or off night, and it's just like he's when you're watching it, it's just like, oh, he's another player on the floor.
Yep.
Those top guys we just named are never, whether they have the ball or don't have the ball, they're not or on or not on. You're always like Luka could be off, but you always have to stay on him because you don't want him to get on.
Good point.
But I don't feel the same way about Ant-Man. Not saying, I mean, he's definitely for me in my top, like he's in that next tier for me.
Ooh, holy cannolis, Batman. I'm surprised at this. So I don't ever remember seeing a game that he didn't have a stamp on the game. Yeah, and I'm not saying he's a perfect player and he shoots the perfect percentage, but as long as he's out there, you have to fear that he's about to go off at any moment. Just like you said about Luka. I feel the same way about Ant-Man. The total same way. Sometimes even more, because he can affect the game with his athleticism on every part of the court. Luka, once he passed half court with the ball, yeah. But Ant could take it coast to coast, dunk on somebody, coast to coast, pull up, shoot a three, coast to coast, get somebody else involved, all that stuff. Luka, he ain't going coast to coast like that.
I gotta ask you a question though, E. Who Ant-Man making better out there? You know what I'm saying? Like, who compared to these other guys we talk about? Well, except Shea. Shea really don't make nobody better.
I don't think Luka makes anybody better.
No.
What 10 assists?
No, I don't think he's making them better. It's like he's just finding an open guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he'll share the wealth, especially if he off. That's when he really share the wealth. I don't agree with his ball dominant.
That's why he
had a ball. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
That's why, because he's so ball dominant, that make somebody better is like, Steph or LeBron can play off the ball, but because defenses are so fixated on them, somebody else gets off.
So, have anybody on this set heard of Jaden McDaniels?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Ant-Man has definitely made him better. He's a threat in the league now because of Ant-Man.
And they went and got another point guard. I'm just saying. They went and picked up
LaMelo.
Not a
point guard.
What is he, a 2? I see him at. I
didn't
know that.
Guard.
Didn't know. I thought he was. See, that's
so
Ant-Man is a 3?
No, Ant-Man is a 2. He ain't no point guard. LaMelo is a point guard.
Exactly. I know.
And ain't never played no point guard.
You talking about the guy who comes off the bench, who I always see at the 1 is McDaniels, but
no, he's the 3. McDaniels is the starting 3.
He is starting 3. Okay. Yeah. I see. I honestly don't know. Only other person I knew was Randall because he made his own shots. No shots, a bad shot.
See, and
I go bare for defense.
I'm being ageist right here. I'm trying not to say LeBron or I'm trying not to say Steph just because of how long they've been in the NBA. Like, it's hard for me not to say LeBron.
Yeah.
Is the 5th best player in the NBA right now.
Well, and that's what brings us back home to the original topic that got us on all this. The fact that he still is at 41 years old and he still has this much power in the league and he shifts the league this much. I've never seen this before. I don't think you'll ever see it again. We've had that first Miami decision at the Boys and Girls Club in Connecticut. Yeah. Then you had the Players Tribune answer to I'm back when he came back here. Then you had the Lakers decision. So that's 3. This is the 4th one. And it's still pins and needles for the whole league. Everybody on TV talking about, man, we just want him to make the announcement so we can get on to the rest of our summer. The fact that this is still happening lets you know, like we said last week, he's still one of the best and the face of the NBA because nobody has taken it over yet.
Love it.
Not even the new draft class that's playing in summer league right now.
Nobody even care.
Right.
Like
everybody still what's LeBron doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's remarkable. Not Ant-Man, but LeBron.
And you know what pisses me off too? How the media does it. They're so hanging on pins and needles waiting for it. But then again, they still sneak in they side shots here and there. I don't get that at all. Yeah. I don't know whether they're tired of him or they really feel like that, and they've been feeling like that about him his whole career.
The guy who does the Colin Cowherd shirt with him, took it over for him today, and that's what he was saying. He was like, I'm just ready for this to be done.
Yeah.
You know, the Lakers are so good, you know, we're happy not to be involved with him now. They get to move on with their lineup, and we don't have to listen to Rich Paul talk about nothing. I'm like, what are you really talking about right now?
Right. That's personal.
But then you literally just let us know that you listened to it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's a Stephen A. It's just like Stephen A. He mad, but steady talking about LeBron and got no choice but to give LeBron props when he pissed off at him at the same time. That sums up the media.
Y'all should be happy y'all getting these ratings right now. What else would y'all be talking about, especially NBA wise?
Yeah.
Right
Nothing.
now. Nothing.
And especially this week with the start of training camp, they are lucky that they're still getting uttered in FaceTime on NBA Today or whatever, all these shows on ESPN. You're right. They are extremely lucky because
and I don't put it past them to be like, tell him, let's, take your time. Let's keep it in the
Silver in on it, huh, Rick?
Huh?
Silver in on it too, huh?
Yeah.
Keeps the drama.
I can't complete the schedule until LeBron makes his decision.
Dude.
Like, you could.
Yeah, you could.
You could.
You're the commissioner.
Right. But you don't want to.
Right.
Because he want to do the opening game. He wants that in prime time wherever he is. The Christmas game, he wants that in prime time wherever he is. Martin Luther King Day, he wants that in prime time. It just goes on and on. Whatever highlight the NBA thinks they have, because you can't say Thanksgiving. I don't even know why they tried to do that for Thanksgiving. I don't know. You got to chill out. That'll never be your day, NBA.
Yeah. Not Ant-Man. LeBron. Even though, man, I don't know if y'all see, you know me, man. I've seen some Instagram that answer some questions. Like Brian had the Wolves. Did y'all see that? He had the Wolves, and the dude was like, he's been telling us the whole time. So he broke down all them little weird stuff that he was like, he's drinking like Ant-Man drinks his bottle. And he had the little T-Wolves. He did have the weird T-Wolves. It was 4 T-Wolves at the bottom. They look like werewolves. I'm like, what the hell is that? I remember at the time.
Have you ever heard of his tequila?
What's it called?
Lobos.
What's a Lobo? Is that a wolf?
Wolf.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, I was sweating.
He ain't going to Minnesota, man. He can't go to Minnesota.
He can't go to Minnesota, man. It's Brian, though, man. He can't go to Minnesota, man.
He drops those hints for those conversations.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. All right. Good. Because they broke down this whole video. I had a whole video of all these little clues that he supposedly dropped. And I was getting a little nervous, man.
Hold on. Let me put LeBron's name up here in the search window and keep refreshing just in case.
Hey, mine already. I got the AI working right now.
Just in case.
I color in the book, Throwback Jams by Mr. TaBoo Timmons. Get your copy on Amazon, and I keep refreshing the AI for LeBron stories.
Does it come up positive? Is it anything saying something? No? Huh?
No, the same stale news. No news. Rich Paul says he will not be rushed.
Yeah, because I was listening to the Pat McAfee show today, and shout out Pat McAfee, just got another deal. That's crazy that we'll talk about that other subject later.
Wait,
somebody else got ESPN.
Disney? Oh, they gave him that Ryan Clark money. Okay, my fault.
So I'm just looking at the LeBron news.
Yeah.
So obviously the first one is like it says the first line is LeBron's decision has plenty of Knicks ramifications. So that's one team, the Knicks. The next one is talking about the Lakers. The next one is talking about Golden State. The next one is talking about the Sixers. Paul Pierce got something to say. Back to the Warriors, 76ers. So all these teams are being talked about in the public. I mean, in the national news right now of places that LeBron might land. Everybody eating off.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Everybody eats. You know who else keep coming up though? Is K Love. K Love name is tied to a lot of LeBron. Like wherever LeBron gonna land, K Love gonna land. So of course, Miami, Cleveland, Minnesota, because they talking about he gonna retire a T-Wolf. So it's craziness.
I don't know. It's just rumor central. And don't get me wrong, I'm ready for him to make his decision, but I'm not tripping on this. He needs to hurry up. Nah. I want him to come here. Number one, let's get that on wax. I want him to come here. But like I always say, if he goes somewhere else, I'm not about to be mad. I'm not about to hate him. I'm not about to say, oh, this tarnishes his legacy. And it's not even worth all that.
And guess what? I'm gonna buy me a T-Wolves hat, or I'm gonna buy me a Jazz hat, or I'm gonna buy me wherever he go.
The hat will be worn.
We rocking with that team this year.
There you go.
And
LeBron. We love you and Baker Mayfield. We love you, all three of us. There you go.
Got to take that plural off there. You got to go with that singular and say hi. All in favor, say hi.
Hold on, what'd you say? What's that shirt? Oh, there you go, Baker, baby. Yeah, we ain't forgot Brown and Baker's right here.
Hey, you know who else ain't forgot? Ooh. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They forgot to pay him.
They still ain't paying him.
No.
Oh man, come on, Bucks. What y'all doing? Oh, he coming to Cleveland. He coming to Cleveland too.
Hey.
Look, I got 2 A's.
No.
Hey, I already said I'll take it back. You know, I already did an 8 crow and said I was wrong.
You'll take it back now?
We would love to have Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
And
right
Watson.
Now.
Why do y'all keep saying we? Y'all can't include me in there.
We.
Nah, you on the bandwagon too.
You on the wagon. We broke your knees and put you on the wagon.
Doe, let me out.
I'm standing up, about to jump off that mug though. So
hey, speaking of jumping out, this World Cup that just wrapped up, one of the best World Cups I've ever seen in my lifetime, from start to finish. Maybe because it was here in America, or maybe just because it was a good look for the game of soccer, and this game of soccer is growing like crazy. But I tell you what, this was the most I've watched soccer repeatedly, day after day after day. It was some good matches too, all the way up into that championship game. So the people broke it down for me, and I was like, man, this game is pretty boring. It was pretty long.
Yeah, I
but
heard
that's really the game of soccer right there. The way Spain did that, that's really the game of soccer compared to that possession that they had. 90% they had the ball in the whole match. And the match went 106 minutes. Standard soccer game, 90 minutes.
God.
Sometimes you get the overage. You got to add time to the clock sometimes, or whatever happens through the course of the game. But 106 minutes is a very long game. But for them to take the ball and have possession 90% of the game, and the fact that Argentina didn't have that many shots off, that's a great defense, and that's great keeping the ball away from them. Just once they cross over midfield, just passing and passing and passing. I see your face, B.
It was 1-0. How's it on the commentary for 1-0? Sharp was the best thing at the game.
But what I heard though is that was part of Spain's plan, or not Spain's plan, Argentina's plan to take it to PKs, because they thought that was their best chance to win the match.
What is a PK?
Penalty kicks.
Penalty kicks.
Oh, okay.
And
penalty kicks.
That was a stat that came up after the game. Once they released that was their plan. Spain has lost the last 4 of their games that came down to the penalty kicks. So that's probably why that was their strategy so good.
Yeah. So like it's kind of that's the part of soccer that I would say we don't understand. But unless somebody would have told me that, I never would have thought about, oh yeah, maybe,
that makes sense.
you know, in football, you know about running a 4-minute offense. You know, in basketball, you could go, you know, we call it domino and start passing the ball around, you know, trying to run time off the clock. But I never knew how you could do that in soccer. And I mean, that was a good strategy, especially when you got, you know, a golden foot Messi on your team that, you know,
that little wizard
with the wrong color cleats or whatever. But hey, I keep hearing about this halftime controversy. The halftime show was illegally long. You think that played a factor? It's normally 15 minutes and it went like 27 minutes.
I don't think that had anything to do with the outcome of the game.
No.
It was just, this was the first halftime show ever for a soccer game.
Was that because it's counted to America? It was Americanized.
Yeah,
100%.
Man, you Americans mess everything up. My goodness.
So listen how they did it. Not only was it that, but they tried to throw in so many foreign acts that it was crazy. I think they went a little bit overboard. Don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with Shakira. Ain't nothing wrong with Burna Boy.
I was about to say, whoa.
You know, ain't nothing wrong with them.
Ain't nothing wrong. Come on.
And then they knew Trump was going to be there, and they kept preaching love and all that stuff. And I think it was a lot of personal shots to certain people in that halftime show. But I think overall it was a success because a lot of people viewed it. It was over about 20 million views for the whole game in its entirety. That's quite a bit of viewers for a soccer match.
20 million sleep people. That's amazing. One enough.
But to your point, I think a lot of, you know, you watching it, I watching it, everybody watching it was the fact that it was here in the States and it was on our time schedule for one.
Right.
You know,
a
lot of the time,
games.
Right. Yeah, a lot of times it's overseas and, you know, trying to catch it live and, you know, do I really want to watch? You know, I don't know how many people are going to go back and watch a pre-recorded soccer game. You know, it's like, do I want to sit down for all of that? Yeah. So I think, and I kind of liked it being here, and I think a lot of the Europeans liked it being here. Got a chance to experience the U.S. You know, you've been hearing a lot of the positive things. People been going to the different parts
calories
of the country, trying to smuggle out ranch dressing and stuff like that. Like,
whoever did that, y'all my peoples. Y'all know how I feel about ranch. I love you.
You get killed over condiments bringing them back home, man.
They said I heard somewhere that ranch said that they were going to put stations inside of airports so you could get the bottle as you're leaving because the people kept getting taken through TSA.
Hey, that's raw.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Everybody got the good American spirit experience except Iran, though. You see what happened with Iran? Yeah, that y'all thoughts on that, man? I know it is a war going on, but you know, is that a raw deal? Should it been overlooked for sports?
I think it should have been. Just because sports is supposed to be a happy time, man. Sports is supposed to bring people together. But on that situation, it didn't happen. But I think that was bad timing and a bad stage, wrong stage for all that to go on. Just whatever, whenever it's done, the games or whatever, go back to whatever you were doing. But while it's going on, it's supposed to be happy, spreading love, just like the halftime show, man.
Yeah.
I can't remember in situations where that's been the flip side, where the U.S. teams have been treated like that. I've seen an interview where there was a reporter from Iran and he kept getting on the American player about how he was even pronouncing the name of the country. He kept saying Iran and then it's Iran. So that was the only thing that, you know, but not like a whole team mistreatment and y'all can't go there, you can't do this, you know, like.
They couldn't even tell, man. They parked him in Mexico, brought him in 24 hours, and sent him right back out. That's crazy.
So this is a question to both of y'all. What does that do? Like, does that just give somebody the happiness of screwing with them and making their time difficult here? Like, because let's be honest, it's not them that we're at war with, those actual people. Yeah, the countries have the beef, but not those actual people. So was that even worth it? Like, to me, that makes no sense. And it actually pisses me off because it just ain't, like you said, Rick, what if people did that to us if we went somewhere else?
I just think it's the flex. It's the, you know.
The bullying.
It's like, you know. Like
is it bullying?
It's on site.
Hell yeah, that's bullying.
It's on site anytime, anywhere. I don't mess with, it's on site. I don't mess with you like that. So I guess that's what that shows, but like
the power.
Yeah.
Well, consider the other side of it. Okay. Just imagine for a second. How many people on this team? How many assistants? Roughly. You ain't got to give. You got, how many people we got on the team? 20. What? I really don't know. 20.
That's about right.
20. Okay, 20. You got assistants. You got people that come with them. Now, if any of them is Saudi about what's going on between America and Iran, I'm sorry, you got me politically correct. If any of them Saudi, now you got a potential security threat that could cause some damage. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. This gonna sound real shitty. Just disclaimer.
You're already off to a horrible start.
They strap some shit on their chest and blow up the World Cup. You know what I mean? Now it's like, holy shit, did they just do that? Like, but it's like, no, we tried to prevent that from happening by restricting all of them for the case of just in case it's a bad apple in the mix. We don't know who's who type deal. Like, could that be possible?
So guess what? It was tons of other countries here. So we just can't, don't pay them any attention. Just give all the attention to Iran just because of the situation that we're in.
Yeah, we blowing shit up. We blowing up garages and empty cars, you know what I mean, for the show. So,
for the show.
Oh yeah, you coming down Timmons Alley. Well, let's just say we in a whole fight. We in a fight. You fighting my peoples. So
but not like, them. Not the players. Not them,
but it's they peoples. So you'd have been, I'm sure y'all both the new people that be like, they want you to be mad because they beefing. Y'all beefing with somebody y'all both know. Y'all got a mutual acquaintance. And they like, man, you cool with them and we beefing. So it's like, is it possible that any of them players, roadies, whoever, could have been disguised in there and caused a whole lot of problems? That's all I'm saying. Is this a public event? They get in there. You got sleeper cells too, but that's what we got security for. But I'm just saying, we beef with their peoples directly. So it's possible. It's possible.
I'm sorry, I don't think like that.
All right, well, I tried.
Like, I don't think that will ever cross my mind to pay extra attention to these guys right here. Just this team and they coaches and the media that came with them. I got to watch y'all close. Turkey? Oh, yeah, no, y'all cool. Do whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah.
Egypt? Oh, yeah, y'all do what y'all want to do. I can't do that, man. It doesn't move me like that.
Got you. All right. No said. Sweet.
Now, what are y'all favorite events that these foreigners were attending that they had so much fun in? Rick, I seen one that immediately made me think of you when they were down in Austin and they had the walking of the Longhorns, the Bevo and them. You know how the little, what is that called? What's the official name for that?
So they push the herd, like kind of like a thing. Yeah. So they do it in like a cattle Austin, drive. Right? No, it's in Fort Worth. They do a cattle drive in Fort Worth. Where okay. They like move. They show how used to move cattle and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure a couple people were going to watch that. Mine was in Boston, where I think it was the Ireland's team. They ran out of beer in Boston.
That's
drunk up all they beer, and they had to like go.
That's
like
so
Boston,
racist.
They got the Boston Lager or whatever.
Yeah, the Guinness.
Yeah, Guinness. They had to go get some reserves. Like we gotta the people was like, we're out. We don't have no more beer.
Shout out Tommy. That's crazy.
Oh, I was like, dang.
Shout out B too. My peoples.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're a quarter.
I'm Irish.
Quarter water.
17. Not quite, not kind of quarter. I'm ain't short of a quarter.
Another cool that comes to mind is they had the game here in Japan. I forgot who Japan was playing, and they bring like these blue bags, and it's part of their game ceremony, whatever. But they use those same bags after the game and clean up the stadium. So like the Japanese fans were there cleaning up the stadium after Japan played. Like I thought that was just different, like you were saying, different customs and different things immersed in the US. Like those are the two that stuck out to me the most.
And that's crazy. I didn't even hear about that Japan one. That's really crazy. But that shows a good culture, in my opinion. No matter where they at, they still be themselves, not worrying about an enemy or nothing like that.
Cleaning up, man. You damn Americans, make them clean up. Y'all just put all the foreigners to work. I can't believe y'all.
No,
man.
they did that willingly. They did it by themselves.
Yeah, that's their custom. They do that when they go to their sporting events in Japan. They clean, like the people stay back and clean up. No, we're the only just
trash
nasty
people.
Trash. Like I went to Dubai, like there was a guy mopping the street.
Oh, wow.
Like he was out there with a mop, mopping up the street. That's how clean that place is.
Concreta?
Man.
That's crazy.
What's that mean, man? What's you just said attack? What's that? What's that say? Concrete? Concreta? Yeah. What? That's from Dubai? Language?
Oh no, I just totally made that up. I don't even think that's a language at all.
I'm like, you said attack? What'd you say? Come on, Trump, man, get him, man.
Yeah, the bathrooms was clean. Like then you come back to it, like ain't nothing worse than an airport bathroom, man. Like that mug.
Ooh.
Man.
That's tough.
Yeah. A U.S. airport bathroom. Let me be a little more.
Yeah.
You gotta find the other ones. You gotta find the ones behind the curtain, man. I went searching. That's why I don't eat cheese in the airports. I had to search. I've been like, oh God.
Well, apparently now you can't eat lettuce.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yo, that is taking over the country. Like,
yeah, well, we had a 7-layer salad. We had a 7-layer salad at the christening yesterday. Oh no, Sunday. Yeah, so I pooped as normal. Anybody out there listening?
It take up to 2 weeks, man.
Yeah,
2 weeks
for it to hit you. Yeah.
Oh man, I started feeling funny earlier, man. Damn.
I'll send you a list of places that they say don't go to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they say don't go to. Everywhere we going, they talking about they ain't got no lettuce.
Yeah, because they stopped that shit.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I did have a Cleveland smash burger, by the way. Another shameless plug. If you pop up, dude, on Instagram,
was it all what they was like making it?
Yeah,
because everybody be going crazy, like, "Oh, this is the best smash burger I've ever had."
What?
Yeah,
that's what they be saying.
Yeah,
I never had it.
It's really good. Put it like this: it's really, really good. You know, good. He got the Blackstone going, the onions. It's good. It's not a lot of meat, pause. But the meat is good, double pause. So
because they claim it's Wagyu.
Yeah, you could tell it is because it's soft. Wagyu got a softness to it.
They claim it's Wagyu. That's like their biggest claim.
Where they getting Wagyu? In Cleveland, Ohio, bro?
You getting it, man. You go to Heinz. You go to the butcher. I made some here at the house. The difference is it's soft. It's a soft meat. Pause. Double pause. All the pause. Just cover me in pauses.
Just put a pause disclaimer up right now.
Just put pause on the graphics
for the next 3 minutes.
Right. It's soft meat and it's really good, flavorful, man. It's not like Chuck or none of that stuff, man. You could tell. You could definitely tell. What? That is Wagyu. Definitely.
Yeah, so that was the thing that made me be like, oh man, I got to try it if it's Wagyu for real. But there's I don't know.
Yeah, because you stand there, man. You know, pause. Thank you.
There you go. Pause better up. There we go.
You stand there. I got 4 of them things. I ate 2. I still was hungry because it's probably about a good 3 to 4 ounce burger, man.
Oh,
for real.
Wow. Oh yeah. See, they try to make it look all big on Instagram.
Yeah, pause.
It's there.
Oh yeah,
it's there.
we cover y'all in pause. Yeah. Because I was like, damn, okay. So I was like, let me get 4 of them things. So 4 of them was like $45.
Insane.
Oh, see, what?
That is
2 for 22.
insane.
And that was a special.
Oh wow.
I had to try it, you know.
Hey, I ain't gonna put nothing on nobody's game right now. They make you money, man.
Yeah, they definitely are because it's been everywhere, dude. But I did not know that was the price that they was getting.
Yeah, 13 a piece, 2 for 22. He popped up on 110th St. Clair. I went down there with my Snoopy shirt and I was like, come on, man. I'm here for the meat. Pause.
Follow the bouncing ball. But no, since we wrapped up the World Cup, we got to bring up my man George Kittle from the San Francisco 49ers. Speaking of the World Cup, as you can see, I don't know if all you people watched and paid any attention. Everywhere that these games were, even in stadiums that the NFL plays in, that usually has the AstroTurf or field turf, had natural grass. Now, there's the thing in the NFL for the players. They said 75% of the players in the NFL want natural grass in every single stadium in the NFL that they play in. But 15 out of the 30 only have the natural grass. So these NFL players were at these World Cup games, especially at the final in the Meadowlands, where they usually have field turf, and that they just put that grass in there. They were very, very vocal about it, and George Kittle was the leader in that vocalism about that fresh grass. So let's go to Rick first. No shade, B. But this is the football thing coming in. So do you agree with George Kittle and the rest of the 75% of the players about the natural grass, or are you a field turf guy?
Bro, I picked my college because of natural grass. Because you know at Bedford, we played on the old school AstroTurf.
That was so unforgiving.
Right. With the sand and like it was horrible. I chose my college because of AstroTurf. I asked college coaches, do y'all play on natural grass or AstroTurf? And I was like, I ain't playing on AstroTurf. So that cut out a lot of schools for me. And if it, hey, so be it. But I was not playing on AstroTurf. And then that game with the first time we ever played on that type of grass, we played because we had natural grass at Wake, but then we went to play in Washington, the Seahawks Stadium. And that's the first time I played on that, the AstroTurf. It was cool, but dog, it's all about saving that money for, how much, like I went to the World Cup games and they would have to stop. They would water it. People would be out there, tending to the grass, patching it. And it's totally different because like we talked about it in the group chat, they're constantly chewing up that turf because it's a whole bunch of people in one particular spot on that field. So the upkeep, you gotta pay grounds people. Like it's an economic thing, and they don't, they don't care about that.
Exactly. So that brings me to another point. The owners, a couple of the owners actually answered back to these players that was tweeting and all that stuff saying, okay, well, we'll just take some of your money in order to deal with the maintenance of this grass that you guys want so bad. And I quoted the wrong number. It says 92% of the players preferred natural grass over the synthetic turf. So that's what the owners were talking about. So, okay, you guys were complaining about your contracts not being fully guaranteed, and we've been giving you a lot of this guaranteed money, but okay, we'll just scale back and take some of that guaranteed money away and use that for the maintenance of the grass. So if, in that case, do you still want the grass? So that was the back and forth that they were going through. But my opinion, and what I've been hearing, is that grass that this soccer uses is so much different than the grass that would be used in the NFL, just because of the size of the athletes and the different movements of the athletes in the game, that grass is so soft and so not deeply rooted, just like you said, that it comes up so easy. And just imagine 5 offensive linemen over 310 pounds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to dig in and get some traction to move a defensive lineman that's also 300-something pounds, 6'5", things like that, that it wouldn't stand up because just the force and the size and the power of these athletes playing football compared to these 5'10" guys, 170, 185, that do little short, quick movements here and there, and still they slip a lot as well with those guys in the soccer side. So that's the difference that they were talking about.
And think about if you looked at the soccer field during the World Cup, how minimal the painting was on the pitch. Yeah. It was just really the lines. But think about some of the NFL, you're painting all the lines, logos, end zone, like
numbers.
Yeah. How much that costs. I get it. It's a cost aspect to it, but but then I really, because the story I just told you, I understand about why they want to play on that natural grass and not that field turf.
Because they keep going back to these knee injuries and these Achilles injuries coming from the turf. Mainly, that's what they thinking, and that's what they putting out there. So could be the same with the grass. You just don't know what kind of footing and traction you're gonna get, and you don't know what kind of grass that the owner is gonna get, and all that good stuff. So that's
they do say the grass is more forgiving. Like when a player cuts, it gives, and with that turf, it don't give as much. So
because it's a same word. B is a whole lot of concreta under there.
Oh yeah, believe it or not, I played some, of course, pickup ball on some turf and grass. You know, we always played on grass, but the turf, when we could sneak in and play with certain spots, we had that, and cats got burnt up, and it was like playing on what's that shit they cover the porches with? That's what it kind of reminded me of.
Yeah,
that was our. So imagine that, B. That was our field in high school.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
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 Every school loved playing on it when they came there. Like, man, y'all rich. Y'all got this. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait till you get in the shower after this game. I'll see how you feel.
Yeah.
I mean, because it looked good. It looked good. It don't feel good, but it looked good, you know. And then some people be trying to say like you could play faster on it, like y'all two athletes, you know. Is that something?
For saying that.
Yeah.
I don't. To me, I have been a turf guy, especially this field turf, the AstroTurf. Not so much because of what we was talking about. That shower, man, it's another level because you got turf burns that you didn't even know you had until you got in the shower. And you're like, oh my god, it's burned so bad. But the field turf, to me, I feel so much faster on that field turf. It felt like I played way faster than I would on grass. So that's why I used to love the turf so much, just because of that aspect. I felt so much faster on that.
But even the field turf can be bad if it's not properly laid and properly fluffed, and you have to lay
that
it out.
Rake. Now I see people with that rake. Yeah.
So I see people out there with like a steamroller, like
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
So literally, our field just got done at Twinsburg. They just laid the new carpet down, and they're in the fluffing process right now. So we practiced on it for like 2 days, but then they realized like, oh, now we still got to fluff it more. Right. So
it ain't ready.
They even got the Zamboni out, like the ice hockey Zamboni and stuff like that. They've been driving that around. Yeah. Then they got the tractor with the big, huge like rake that just rakes up and digs those black little dots. By the way, a lot of people don't understand that those are old tires that they cut up in them little tiny balls. So that's what they're doing. They digging it up to get the stuff from the bottom to bring it to the top. And we got that shortcut too. So that's supposed to be like the speed surface. So I like it. It looked really, really good. Looked really good.
Thinking outside the box. Wow, just like since it's carpet, you literally called it carpet. Why don't they put a damn pad up under the carpet?
So it kind of is. It's just not thick at all. Because so this is another experience that I have with the job that I have doing the dump truck stuff. I deliver the stone to the fields when they do them, right? So it's a whole lot of stone up under there. Like, you know, when people got those gravel parking lots or the gravel driveways.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that's under there. Then there's a little thin layer of that padding that you're talking about. That really is not too good a padding.
Well, and that's why they try it up.
They can, but I just don't know the performance of it if they do.
You still need a hard surface to run on.
Right.
Yeah.
It'll give too much. And then I don't think that'll be safe at all if it gives that much.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see the cleats cutting down in the carpet padding.
And getting stuck, and then you got a twisted knee, a torn ACL or something like that.
Yeah. Now, what about one more aspect of it? Just because I'm a curious fan, you know, it's the non-player in me, you know, curious fan. What about the chemicals of grass? Has that ever been a thing? The pesticides, the chemicals, you know, they got to treat that grass to keep it growing. The fertilizer.
Give you cancer for playing on the grass.
Yeah, right. Come on, man. Roundup. There's a lot of Roundup out there. They use a human shit for fertilizer now.
The only thing, like Chemline coming through.
Biotech.
Yeah. I don't know about the chemicals, but definitely like if people have allergies, because like I had allergies, so if you cut that grass freshly, it's gonna mess with you during the game.
Damn, for real.
Yeah. Or they do you like Willoughby South did us. It did not cut the grass.
That long.
They knew we were so fast.
Yeah, that's smart.
It made it hard for us to run.
That's smart.
That's an old trick that Northwestern still uses to this day when they play Ohio State or Michigan. They don't cut the grass for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's smart. Can they wet it up before y'all come to? Like I would be wetting the grass up. I'll be spraying that.
As long as it's safe enough to play, because you got to think sometimes it rains, so the grass is gonna be wet anyway. So it's not against the law to spray it down like you said, but they definitely do it too. Yeah.
I remember playing in college, like, yo, this grass is long. Like, why is this grass so long?
Y'all went from a 4-3 to a 4-5 that game.
Real, man. See, like with me, it was worse for me with wet grass because I ran on my toes. I was, sprinter, track guy. Yeah, but I couldn't.
Don't say yeah to that, Rick.
Like Darius Garland.
Yeah,
I never forget. I never forget.
Because back in the day when Darius Garland kept hurting his toes and be like, yeah, of course he's gonna hurt his toes. He run on his toes. I said, B, every athlete run on their toes.
No, some athletes run flat-footed. I heard you say
and they slow as hell.
And they slow. Yeah.
And he's not that kind. He wasn't a flat foot runner. So that put him in the upper echelon of the athletes that run on their toes. And everybody else don't have problems with their toes. It's just his brittle toes.
Once they get hurt, like Josh Cribbs, that's it. He never returned another touchdown. Once them toes went bad.
I was a Formula One car, man. I couldn't be out there in that off-road with a Formula One car. It didn't work, man.
They knew it. They like, Formula One don't work out here in this mud.
Yeah. Put him in the monster truck surface.
Right.
Speaking of monster trucks, has nothing to do with what I'm about to transition to, but I'm just going to try and make it work anyway. I'm pretty sure if Ryan Clark had a monster truck, he'll take that thing to the ESPN parking lot in Bristol, Connecticut, and run over every executive's car that he can find. Because if you did not know, Ryan Clark was a 11-year NFL veteran, Super Bowl champion with the Pittsburgh Steelers, pretty good commentator, really good guy breaking down film and giving you what you need to know as a regular fan about the game of football. Mid-sentence on the air, not mid-sentence, but mid-scene on the air, they let him go. They fired him. They went to a commercial break. They came back from the commercial break. My man Ryan Clark was gone. Did not finish the show. Fired him. So now it's a lot of things coming out. Apparently, one of the high execs leaked that they were going to fire Ryan Clark. They were supposed to do it today, Tuesday. They ended up doing it yesterday, Monday, live on the air. So it's a lot of people up in arms about it because, like I said, he was such an asset to that company. He was with ESPN for years, over 8 years. He was one of their lead guys on NFL Live, on Get Up, and every other show that needs to be football broken down. So how do you all guys feel about that with the corporate America doing these things? And then now today, they came out with a whole nother line of layoffs with good talent that's just not going to be there anymore. So do you think it's necessary for them to do that? Or do you think it was necessary for them to do him like that?
Okay. Rick, you want this one? You want to start it up? Or?
Go ahead. All right. I'm gonna be on probably the other end.
Well, first of all, here it's kind of like the Dame Dash treatment. It's like, all right, Dame Dash, you ruffle feathers. We entertain off of this guy with his big personality, Ryan Clark. He always look mad, look mean. You know, he has some good takes. I like this takes sometimes. Sometimes I'll be like, damn, dude, shut up. Like, he'll be talking about me, so don't fire me. So after a while, people, they'll get tired of that, but they need it too because it's entertainment as well. But then I think it was like, okay, who on the chopping block? Is the lemon worth the squeeze? Because they say, you know, he was controversial. What's the other C word we looking for? Confrontational. You know, he was confrontational with some of the execs, and this is Disney. At the end of the day, Disney taking over. So they like, look, dude, you gotta go. They like, you gotta go. You making $2 million. So the juice ain't worth the squeeze. We gonna cut you. We laying people off already, and you causing some controversy. So guess what? We gonna get you out of here. We gonna get you out of here. So, and absorb that salary. We can find another you that's less abrasive. You know, still nigga. Sorry.
What say you, Ricky Peasy?
I feel bad for the brother. I feel bad in the way that it happened. Like the, telling him on air. I think that was real messy, the way they did that.
Yeah.
But man, like, this ain't show friends, this show business.
Yep.
And I think that just low, ain't nobody above it. And don't go around here thinking like you ain't above it, that this can't happen to you. Like, they let go of him, they let go of Cam Newton, they let go of Bart Scott, like Charles Davis, they let go of some people, but I think it's for him, it's just the way they did it. And that might be, well, you caused us some problems or you did this, so we gonna kick you on the way out, basically. That type of thing. But
see, I didn't know that it was so many people out there that didn't like Ryan Clark. Maybe because I was just going blind to it, because I really appreciated him and what he did and how he commentates and what he brings to the table. I didn't think about
the same style. I got the same style. He non-player guy. That's that East shit. Not to cut you. I'm sorry, but I just had to say that. That's your style.
I didn't notice that it was like that, really. But I'm with you, Rick, on the way they did it was so trashy, like really, really trashy. And I don't understand how that's even legal. Can it like be somewhere in the comments? I mean, I say comments because I'm reading some comments.
Yeah,
can it be somewhere in the contract that it has to be a lawful firing or something like that? Or like,
well, I don't think that's unlawful. It might, if he might be a at will employee when we can fire you whenever. So I had to ask my wife about that, but
that damn state of Ohio,
corporation.
That's what a lot of people they don't understand. Like, oh, how can you fire me? Because you're an at will employee, and we just no longer need your services.
And asshole. The asshole go first, man.
See, I never saw that. I never saw him being an asshole.
You know why?
Why is that, Byron?
Because you're an asshole. That's why.
But now I know for a fact he's going to control his own narrative, and he's going to go on the pivot. I think he's going to expose some people, things, and situations that has been going on for a while that he never brought up, that he has no problem bringing up now, just because of how they did him.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you think he might get blackballed because of that?
Yeah, I just think he's gonna go on there and he gonna keep it moving. I don't think Ryan. I don't see him being very vindictive. Now, I don't know what Cam Newton gonna do. Cam.
See, I told you.
Don't care.
Yeah, Cam might go on and say something.
Yeah, Cam don't care. But
yeah,
hey man, I don't know. I was waiting for Uncle Shay, Shannon Sharp. I thought he was gonna say something, man. He just kind of
similar treatment.
Yeah, he kind of withered away, man. So I don't think this guy. We'll see. Well, should he say something? Should he be that squeaky wheel on the way out? I say no, because we still got to play the game as brothers, man. We got to play. We play by another set of rules too. So
that's tough, man.
Yeah. You don't want to be that squeaky wheel. Now you're a disgruntled, because you already kind of got the tag of disgruntled troublemaker, angry black man. I mean, let's just say what it is. We ain't got to dance. Angry black man. So if you fall fully face first into the stereotype, that might follow you.
I heard Charlamagne the Guy say this morning. I think they should do the pivot 4 times a week, because it's always sports news. Every day is something to report on, and just control their narrative and talk about it the way they want to talk about it, without all those producers and people in your ear telling you what to say, telling you how not to say that. Just do it the way you want to do it on your own platform. Hey. So I wholeheartedly agree with that right there. I think that'll help the pivot grow even more than they have already grown.
Yeah, they tired of the producer being all in the videos, all in camera. From the death row. I don't know. It'll have to see like how if Channing, you know, he gives me the vibe like I like the way we doing it now. I ain't trying to be doing this 4 days a week. Like, you know, like
yeah.
Exactly.
it's
living his life.
Yeah, it becomes
It's a hobby.
Yeah, it becomes a very thing. Like we're in a world here where it's like if you ain't working it, it's not popping. You know what I mean? Like so if it could turn into you could turn into a slave to that, you know, and I don't know if that's what Channing wants to get off into.
Speak that truth, Rick. Speak that truth. It's golden goose opportunities right now. I'm like, I don't want to become a slave to that. Like, no. no, thank you.
Yeah, especially when you be like, oh, I don't want no job. I'm doing this because I love it, blah, 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 blah. And then it become a job. You know, and then
passion may weigh.
Right.
But,
but he does have his own, you know, he could go do Joe Budden deal with Spotify. Like they could definitely, you know, parlay that and get more.
Is he that good though? Honestly, because I ain't really caught much.
I think the pivot is that good.
The pivot.
So this stat that they gave, the last 3 out of 4 years, he won an Emmy.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty high praise.
And that's what makes it kind of weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that. The whole work
I would say just
thing
let
what
him
you
go.
was talking about, because you would think he was one of the hottest in the network, right?
Yeah. Although they might have a Jay-Z up in there like, hey, he too hot. He gotta go. Stephen A.
Now
they love
I totally
Stephen
agree
A.
with that, Rick, because I hate Stephen A. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna agree with that statement right there. Is Stephen A. hating on Ryan Clark? I'm putting it on Twitter. I'm tweeting.
He might be. I've seen some of their interactions. I wouldn't be surprised, you know. I wouldn't be surprised. And they love Stephen A. He just enough of y'all in there for the corporate man.
Ryan
just
Clark,
enough of y'all.
especially him and Cam, they gonna
they
say
too
something
much.
foul, they gonna be like, nah, dog, what you talking about?
Yeah, they too much, man. They too brown.
Tom A. Smith. I mean Stephen A. Smith.
Paid A. Smith, still with a job, Smith.
And that's fine. That's awesome.
But he just bothered me because he think he the main character.
And it pisses me off.
Yeah, like you report on the main characters, dog. Like,
that's your job. Literally.
Yeah, don't forget.
That's a good point. Who is the main character?
Right, and he feels
the
like
athlete.
He is. Yeah, the athlete is.
The athlete that's the commentator, or the athlete that he's talking about?
No, the athlete
that he's talking about, because without that athlete that he's talking about, he wouldn't have that stage or that job to do that.
And I think the ex-athletes understand that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have somebody to talk about.
And if I didn't do what I did to sit here and talk about that person and know, just like you said, B, what he's thinking about and what he's going through, the athlete that I'm talking about, because I once was him.
Yeah.
But it's 20 people talking about the athlete. At one point in time, it was called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Now it's called Willy Wonka, because they took it off of the athlete, aka Charlie, and put it on the other person, because just like right now, LeBron making a decision, you got all these people talking about the same thing, right? And if everybody talked about it the same way, then it wouldn't be interesting anymore. You see what I'm saying? So the reporter, that's where they kind of take a life of their own and they style. Stephen A is annoying, but just like y'all said earlier, people still talk about him. They still watching. They still want him to shut the hell up. And they paid him for it.
He ain't even reporting. He just giving an opinion. Like he's not reporting any news. Like even with this whole LeBron thing, nobody's reporting any news. So why are they like?
Because there's no news.
Why are they still talking?
It's all opinion though. Even Brian Weird Windhorse, who made a career saying, I knew this guy. I went to school. And Brian even said, no, this weirdo was like, we don't know who he is. But he still got a career like he's a LeBron whisperer. And it's still opinion. All this shit is his opinion.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
I thought LeBron chose him and was like, I'm gonna put you on, like you gonna follow me, I'm gonna put you on. And
that's how he made it seem like.
Yeah, I didn't know
like, this is weird. I don't know this nigga. I don't know this.
So the truth actually came out when they went to States my senior year. That was Wendy's senior year on that, because he wasn't on that team. He was still at St. V. He was just a senior at St. V doing the writer, reporter, whatever for the school newspaper or whatever. So that's when he started saying, like, yeah, I was on the team with LeBron. No, he wasn't.
But and people still value his opinion. Like, you know what I mean?
But I think in that situation with those other characters and reporters that you talking about, the network needs those people to report on the athletes, and they take the biggest character out of it that'll draw more eyes and more viewers to that channel. That's just what I think. That's why Stephen A is so popular.
Yeah.
Just because they need a guy like that to stir something
just
up.
Enough.
Just
enough.
Viewers. But
it's interesting that Stephen A. Stephen A. with his conservative views are the pony that they decide to ride.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Django. I mean, you know, he just enough of y'all, you know what I mean, but still corporate. He could play the game. Like when he crossed the line and they said, hey, yo, bro, you got to go try to patch a little bit of that up with LeBron. Say some sweet words, tuck your tail, tuck your feelings, you know what I mean? But you still got to go out here and say sweet things about LeBron. And what he do? He can't stand it, but he have to talk about the athlete. And that's where, in my opinion, Brian has now beat the media at their own game and is outshining the media to be, like you said, he's one of the only people that could beat them at their game, and it become about back to the player, back to the athlete. And he bigger than all the reporters, you know what I mean? And the commentators, because they all saying the same thing at the end of the day. They just putting a different spin on it.
That's it. Well, fellas. You hear it? Zen,
Goodbye, Coachy.
Yes, Zeninator.
Yo, you got a good word for the people.
Yes, I do, brother LeBron Baker. All right, ladies and gentlemen, gather around, take a knee, all eyes on me. Today's word is be evidence-based. I want y'all to really listen to that and think and know what I'm saying. Be evidence-based. If you're doing something and you have no evidence that is working, you need to immediately stop that. The thing that's giving you evidence that is working, that's what I need you to strive on and pay attention to and do your best and go your hardest at. That's what means being evidence-based. You need the total evidence that is going to work. You need the evidence that is going to take you to a different level. You need the evidence that is going to change you to be a better person. Without that evidence, nothing that you're going to do is going to work. So just be evidence-based. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening and watching another episode of Coachy Game for All Seasons with your three homies, Beezy, Ricky, and Coach E. We will see you next week.
Break.